Hello everyone, I welcome you to Knowledgist. So today we will be discussing 21st August, the Hindu editorial and vocab. To download the PDF, join the Telegram channel Knowledgist, and for regular classes you can subscribe the YouTube channel. Today there are two editorial topics. The first one is Reboot to Reshape on India-U.S. trade ties, while the next one is Faith and Marriage on anti-conversion law. So let's get started with the vocabs. The first word is infructuous. It's an adjective. OUS है, so it's an adjective. इसका मतलब क्या है? व्यर्थ. जो भी चीज pointless है, something that is pointless or unnecessary, then it is known as तो इसे हम infructuous कहते हैं. So the synonyms for infructuous will be ineffective, unproductive, and unfruitful, while the antonyms will be attractive, productive, and fruitful. Then the next word is fester. Fester is a verb. It means to become infected, rot or decompose. किसी भी चीज जो कि सड़ गया है, सड़ना को fester कही जाती है. So the synonyms for fester will be decay, spoil, degrade, mortify, while the antonyms will be delight, appease, calm, and mollify. Then the next word is dissonance. Dissonance is a noun. It is used as a noun. It means lack of agreement or harmony between people or things. मतभेद होना, लोगों के बीच मतभेद है, किसी भी मतलब एग्रीमेंट को लेके पीपल में क्या है? लैक ऑफ एग्रीमेंट या हार्मनी बिटवीन पीपल और थिंग्स. लोगों के बीच मतभेद होना को डिसोनेंस कही जाती है. सो द सिनोनिम्स फॉर डिसोनेंस विल बी डिस्कॉर्ड, डिस्क्रिपेंसी, डिस्पैरिटी, incongruity, and the antonyms will be agreement, harmony, concord, and peace. Then the next word is parley. ये word हमने काफी बार पढ़ लिया है. So parley is used as a noun. So it means a discussion or meeting between two groups of people who disagree in order to try and find a way of solving a problem. ठीक है, जो क्या है, एक डिस्कशन या फिर मीटिंग है दो ग्रुप के ऊपर जो कि डिसएग्री कर रहे हैं, मतलब जो भी चीज जो कि मतलब सॉल्व करने के लिए कोई भी एक डिस्कशन या मीटिंग होती है किसी चीज को सॉल्व करने के लिए, तो हम उसे पार्ले कहते हैं. इट मीन्स विवादात, या फिर कोई एक मतलब विवादात सम्मेलन. और इन द सिनोनिम्स फॉर पार्ले विल बी नेगोशिएशन, कॉन्फ्रेंस, समिट एंड डिस्कशन, while the antonyms will be quiet and silence. Then the next word is stemy. It's used as a verb. It means to prevent somebody from doing something that he or she has planned or wants to do. To prevent something from happening. आप किसी को prevent कर रहे हो, आप किसी को गतिरोध कर रहे हो, then it is called stemy. It means आप किसी को किसी चीज करने से रोक रहे हो, तो उसे पार्ले कही जाती है. मतलब प्रिवेंट कर रहे हो किसी को किसी चीज से, किसी चीज को होने से, किसी चीज का होने से. So the synonyms for stemy will be impede, hamper, hinder, obstruct, while the antonyms will be assist, help, support, and encourage. Then the next word is strenuous. OUS, so it's the parts of speech will be adjective. तो इसका मतलब क्या है? नीडिंग और यूजिंग ए लॉट ऑफ इफोर्ट और एनर्जी. आप बहुत इफोर्ट और एनर्जी देके कुछ चीज कर रहे हो, ठीक है, मतलब अति उत्साही होके कुछ चीज कर रहे हो, then it is called strenuous. So the synonyms for strenuous will be arduous, difficult, hard, tough, while the antonyms will be easy, effortless, and feeble. Then the next word is euphemistically. It's an adjective. It means by means of a mild or indirect word or expression instead of one considered too hard or blunt. मतलब आप किसी भी चीज को बहुत ही स्पष्ट भाषा में कह रहे हो या फिर हल्के शब्द प्रयोग करते हुए किसी चीज को समझा रहे हो, then it is called euphemistically. Okay, you are using mild or indirect word to express something. So the synonyms for UP mistakenly will be polite and substitute mild. Then the next word is allurement. Allurement is a noun. It means the power or quality of attracting. मतलब आप किसी चीज को देख मतलब किसी चीज का प्रलोभन दिखा रहे हो किसी को, then it is called allurement. So the synonyms for allurement will be enticement, temptation, carnal and allure, while the antonyms will be discouragement and repulsion. Then the next word is contrary. Contrary is an adjective. It means completely different or opposite. जो भी चीज जो कि इस चीज को विरोध कर रही है या फिर totally opposite है, तो उसे हम contrary कहते हैं. So the synonyms for contrary will be opposite, opposed, clashing, while the antonyms will be compatible and same. Then the next word is impinge. Impinge is used as a verb. It means to have a noticeable effect on something, especially a bad one. किसी चीज का एक बुरा प्रभाव जो पड़ रहा है, आप किसी चीज में ठोकर खा रहे हो जो कि noticeable है, तो उसे हम impinge कहते हैं. So the synonyms for impinge are affect, touch, and influence, while the antonyms will be avoid, dodge, and leave alone. Then the next word is solemnization. It's a noun. It means type of ritual, the prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies. तो आप कोई एक उत्सव मना रहे हो या एक अनुष्ठापन कर रहे हो, then it is called solemnization. So the synonyms for this will be ceremony, performance, party, bash, while the antonyms will be failure and sadness. Then the next word is intricacy. Intricacy is a noun. It means the complicated part or details of something. जो भी चीज जो कि जटिल है, complicated है, उसमें बहुत सारी complications हैं, then it is called intricacy. So the synonyms for intricacy will be complexity, difficulty, confusion, while the antonyms will be calm, simplicity, and uniformity. Then the next word is infringing. Infringing is used as a verb. It means to break a rule, law, agreement, etc. आप किसी चीज का उल्लंघन कर रहे हो, then it is called infringing. So the synonyms for infringing will be contravene, violate, and transgress, while the antonyms will be obey, comply, and observe. Then the next word is foment. Foment is an adjective. It means to cause trouble or violence and make people fight each other or the government. आप किसी लोगों को भड़का रहे हो किसी चीज में, किसी चीज को लेके आप मतलब ट्रबल क्रिएट करवाना चाह रहे हो या फिर वायलेंस क्रिएट करवा रहे हो उनके थ्रू, then it is called foment. So let's move to the first editorial. It is about reboot to reset on India-U.S. trade ties. With Indo-U.S. trade deal off, it is time India reorients its global economic engagement. So it is about the trade and the global economic engagement between these two countries. So let's read. India's largest trading partner and one with whom it has a significant trade surplus, the US, is no longer interested in securing a bilateral free trade agreement. So they are no more interested, no longer interested in securing a bilateral free trade agreement. As per indications from the Joe Biden administration, it has been indicated from the Joe Biden administration. An official acknowledgement of this from Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal suggested that years of negotiations towards a mini trade deal, followed by a full-blown trade pact that Mr. Biden's predecessors oversaw, may well be infructuous now. The government will now seek to work on market access issues on both sides, he said, adding that lowering on non-tariff barriers, mutual recognition pacts, and adopting common quality standards can also help India exports in the interim. There is a possibility that even these issues, which include long festering dissonances over providing access to US agricultural products or easing import duties on automobiles and bourbons, would have to be discussed afresh. So it will be discussed again. On Friday, the US envoy to India met Mr. Goyal for what he said was a parley on attaining the $500 billion bilateral trade vision of the US president. The trade target set when Mr. Biden was the vice president in the Barack Obama regime remains unchanged, but the tools for achieving it are no longer clear. India has pulled out of US Generalized System of Preference (GSP) that granted some tariff relief to its exports by the Trump government in 2019. उन्हें कोई छूट मिली थी उससे, and hopes of its reinduction through a mini trade deal now appear bleak. While India was expected to gain from the Sino-US trade wars under the Donald Trump administration, its retaliation to the GSP status revocation with hiked tariffs on US products had led to friction that, perhaps timed the conclusion of a mini trade deal before the change at the helm in the White House. The US no-go stance of the FTA implies ambitions may have to be pared down, but also provides an opportunity for India to holistically review its stance on global trade. It is rephrasing that Mr. Goyal has signaled a revamped approach towards FTA and reminded Indian industry that there cannot be one-way traffic. So they've reminded that there cannot be one-way traffic. This needs to be matched by actions that start unwinding India's creeping walls of import tariffs. The Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign has further excavated that view as the advent of a protectionist closed market project. Strenuous exertion that the self-reliance drive is one that seeks to integrate with global value chains can only go so far. Trade policy cannot be perpetuated in isolation and, in fact, affects investments too. Having worked out of RCEP, जो कि हमने कल पढ़ा था, India needs to demonstrate to its potential FTA partners, include the EU and the UK, with which rivals like Vietnam have already sealed a deal, that it is a viable alternative to China in a post-COVID world. To be a major trading and manufacturing nation, India can ill afford to keep sending mixed signals. सो यूनियन बैंक के नए बैच कोर्स स्टार्ट हो गई हैं. आप लाइव और रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस देख सकते हो. You can download the Knowledgist app from Play Store and you can join there. If you use coupon code new10, then you will get a special 10% off. Even you can download the test series app where you can boost up your preparation. The next editorial is about faith and marriage and anti-conversion laws. This dubious legislation cannot be allowed to criminalize interfaith marriages. So a regressive and patently unconstitutional feature of recent anti-conversion laws enacted by different states is the criminalization of interfaith marriages by treating them as a means to convert one of the parties from one religion to another. While anti-conversion laws, euphemistically called in some states as law on freedom of religion, have always sought to criminalize conversion obtained through fraud, force, or allurement, the recent enactments or amendments have created conversion by marriage as one of the illegal forms of conversion. So this has made it an illegal forms of conversion. In it, interim order protection parties to interreligious marriages from needless harassment. The Gujarat High Court has made it clear that the rigorous of the state's amendment introduced earlier this year will not apply to marriages that do not involve any fraud, force, or allurement. So, it has stopped the initiation of criminal proceeding against those who have married across religious faiths unless there was any of these illegal elements. A bench has rejected the state government's attempt to adopt an innocent reading of the provision of the Gujarat Freedom of Religion Amendment Act 2021 by claiming that interfaith marriages that did not involve fraud or coercion and leading to conversion would not attract the penal provision. The argument is obviously contrary to the wording of the amendment, which makes conversion by marriage or by getting a person married or by aiding a person to get married an offense. The court said a plain reading of Section 3 would indicate that any conversion on account of marriage is also prohibited. It is regrettable that Hindutva votaries continue to believe in medieval-minded laws aimed at curbing interfaith marriages, despite clear Supreme Court rulings that it is no more constitutional to police private lives and beliefs. Sections in the polity still believe that interreligious marriages are aimed at religious conversion, that they have an adverse impact on public order and invariably involve coercion or deceit. It was always clear to the secular-minded and legal experts that constitutional courts will not see such marriages as events that impinge on public order. Something that will impinge on public order will not be accepted, and that making their solemnization a ground for prosecution under anti-conversion laws was unlikely to be upheld. So these are unlikely to be upheld. It is clear that the Gujarat law's provision interfaces with the intricacies of marriages and an individual's right to choice, thereby infringing Article 21 of the Constitution. The principal individual's right to choice thereby the principle that the right to marry a person of one's choice is integral to Article 21 flows from the verdict in Shapin Jahan versus Ashokan. The orders tailing criminal action against those entering into a valid interfaith marriage constitutes a significant judicial pushback against disconcerting attempts by various states to foment communal divides through dubious legislation. तो अगर आप IDBI के full course और test series एक साथ लोगे and if you will use the coupon code IDBI and you will get a 20% special discount from Knowledgist. So kindly subscribe this channel, do share, like, and follow us in Telegram, follow us in Facebook, and also join in the Telegram channel Knowledgist. Have a good day. Thank you.